Hey guys, this is your boy Chopper Tom, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get the achievement or trophy on Project Cars 3 called Max Power, which is for completing all objectives in the Power Pack career events. Obviously you need to have the Power Pack DLC or the Season Pass, but you know the DLC needs to be installed either way. So there are 5 slightly more difficult events in the Power Pack career DLC. Obviously there's plenty of other events, but they've got really easy objectives, so I'm not going to show you them ones. I'm only going to show you the 5 harder events. So they're like pace setter events and hot lap events, and what's the other one called? It's like breakout or something, where you have to like smash some boards. But anyway, I'm going to be using, in this first event called Texas Ranger, I'm going to be using the Nissan 370Z from 2020, and I'm just downgrading it into the right class because my car's too powerful at the minute and it'll make it too easy. Now I think it needs to be a road D class. Oh no, it needs to be road E. Okay, it needs to be really shit. Yeah, so I'm just leaving this in so you can see exactly what upgrades I had, and obviously you're more than welcome to copy the upgrades that I used. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to show you the 5 hardest events. This achievement is quite hard, especially if you're not very good at racing games. If you're not very good at racing games, then you probably won't get it, to be honest, because I'm kind of decent at racing games, and even, you know, each race on here took me a little while. I'm actually saying that this DLC pack isn't as hard as the others, but so this is the easiest one so far. But anyway, we break nice and late into that first corner here. We're on the Texas Ranger event, like I said. I think my traction control, I do put that down to low. I think it's on a high at the moment, but I put it down to low in one of the future events because I found that gained me the most time. Anyway, through here, you just want to basically like hit each corner the way the track guide says. So brake where the brake marker is, which is the red triangle. You want to hit the orange circle because that's the apex, and you want to exit on the blue like square triangle thing. That's so yeah, for this first one you just need an average lap time. So what that means is you get 3 laps, and there's an average lap time of, it needs to be under 40 seconds. Now my first lap time was actually pretty decent, but if like your first lap time is a 40.6 or something, that's not too bad, but you have to drive 2 like super good laps after that to bring your average down. So you really want your first lap to be around like a 40.2 or something, just to make it easier on you. You can see my first lap time was a 39.8 or something, and I've gone better than that, so it's brought my average down to 39.7. That just gives me like a little bit of a buffer for this last lap as the nerves settle in, because you know you realise that you're on track to actually beat it and the nerves settle in. I still went green there actually, so that was pretty good. But yeah, just watch this video, take some tips as to how I'm actually driving the circuit, and yeah, hopefully it'll make you guys faster. You can see what lines I'm taking, and yeah, just use the curbs in this one as well. I forgot to say that, use the curbs. The curbs in this one, you can cut them pretty much as you want. So yeah, use the curbs in this one. Anyway, so that is that first event done. We beat it by quite a bit actually. It took me a while, but once I got the hang of it, then you know, I absolutely smashed it. Anyway, we're going on to prototype cast here, which I think you can only use a Nissan Z Proto. So I was trying out some upgrades here, and you can see I've used the best weight reduction, and I didn't really upgrade much else apart from the camshaft, because there's not really much you can upgrade on this. The car's pretty much as good as they'll allow it to be from stock. So I've got a bit of hiccups going on. I used a bit of forced induction there as well, just to, you know, get to like the best performance rating I could, and then yeah, there was nothing else I could do, so I thought it's time to go into the event. I think this was the hardest one I found, because the first corner on this next track is like so hard. But for this first corner, I found that if you just think of it as one corner rather than 2, because it kind of goes round the corner once and then again, if you think of that whole section as just one corner, it kind of, that's how I pictured it, and that's how I got through it. It's not really two corners to me, it's just one big swooping corner. I found that to be just like the fastest way through there, because that first little bend, I've sort of seen that as a straight. I don't know, I'm trying to, how I pictured it in my mind to get through there fast enough. Yeah, I just pictured it as one corner. So anyway, I have the traction control on low by now, because you know, it just, having the traction control on high just costs you so much time, because it doesn't let you really accelerate around the corners and stuff, and you're losing like a good second a lap or so by having that on. Yes, it's very stable, but you're losing a second a lap or so, and you could even gain some more time by doing manual gears, but I just couldn't be asked. So yeah, these laps just aren't perfect. But, and you can see that I'm just sliding around everywhere, but this lap was fast enough. The trouble I had was this final sector. I just didn't go in here like ballsy enough, and then the one time I did, I smashed it. I got a really good lap. So yeah, that was actually a really quick lap. Like, yeah, it's obviously not some sort of world record, but it was fast enough to get the career objective done, and it ended up being a 120.6, and obviously you only needed a 121. So yeah, pretty decent. I've shown you the upgrades for that one. That one I think is the hardest one, and it took me a good couple of hours to get that one done. I think I just kept messing up that first corner time and time again. But this next one, called Caterham Fisted, which a bit of a weird name for it, but whatever. I think this one took me 3 attempts, so this one's not hard at all. I'll show you the upgrades at the end. So yeah, this is my, I think it's third or fourth attempt, and yeah, it's a very easy track to drive, nice and wide, so there's plenty of like runoff area, and you can carry so much speed through all the corners that yeah, it's just very easy. This one, you probably won't need a guide for this one. You just, you know, you obviously watch the lines and stuff I take. That corner that right there, I actually messed that one up. Like, yeah, I should have gone more to the right there, but you know, as long as you're braking on the brake markers, turning in at the apex, exiting on the blue markers, then you should be all good. But I just kind of made up my own line through here. And yeah, it just seemed to work. That like sort of corner there, you just take it like nice and flat out, and yeah, obviously you don't want to brake too much through that corner, because I was finding I was braking like way too much through that previous corner, through the little chicane section, and you just didn't really need to. Like, you could flat out, and as soon as you're out of that chicane, brake then, not whilst you're in the chicane. So yeah, I mean, these laps are very short as well. That's why it's obviously such a low average lap time of 42 seconds. I'm absolutely smashing it at the minute, 41.4. I've got like 6 tenths of average lap time in the bag, so this last lap could just be a complete mess if I want, and it will still be good enough. Oh sorry, that's not the last lap. Now it's the last lap. So yeah, 41.2. I mean, yeah, just ridiculous. I'm absolutely smashing it. But like I said, this isn't a hard track. It took me like 3 or 4 attempts. So yeah, this is actually a really weird track to have in the game, because it's kind of more like an X Games track or something. You know, it's like a, I don't know, it's just really weird to have this sort of track in what's meant to be like a proper track focused game. Sorry about my phone. Yeah, it's just my daughter's nan making sure I can still have her tomorrow. So yeah, okay, anyway, that's that one done. We're going to soon move on to event number 4, which is called Lake Out. Yeah, so after I show you the upgrades, of course, that I put on the Caterham, because this Caterham is just like a perfect little track kart, nice little go-kart. So I think I just ended up adding power upgrades, I think, because obviously it doesn't really need any handling or braking. It's light enough as it is. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to show you right here. So the upgrades I used are pretty much the fuel injection. Is that it? Is that all I put on it? Fuel injection. Okay, that must be all I put on it. Just a fuel injection thing. Anyway, for Lake Out 4, the car I'm using is a Torino AE86, and it's been race converted, and I'll show you the upgrades all at the end. But yeah, this breakout, or whatever it's called, is very easy. I think this one only took like 3 or 4 attempts too, and I could have got way more points, to be honest, because yeah, there are slightly different paths that are, you know, better, really. So you make, these are the most important points over here where I am right now, taking out all of them red blocks and the yellow ones as well. They are the most important ones to take. But you see, I missed a red there, I missed another yellow, so that's 70 points right there that I've just missed. And I could have weaved along this straight as well to get some more points, but I just wanted to go faster. And there's like plenty of other blocks that I've missed as well, so you know, there's so much room for error on this one that this one is just very easy. And if you're not getting this one, I would be very surprised. But yeah, this one, 1970, very easy. You only needed 1800 points, so absolutely smashed it. And yeah, the upgrades I use, obviously I'm using a Toyota Sprinter Torino AE86 Racing Converted. It's been upgraded to the GTB class with a 649 PR rating. It's got the best tyres and upgraded brakes, best weight reduction, upgraded camshaft to the best one it can be, and also the best forced induction and the best suspension. So yeah, I just found that just to be a very good upgrade for that car. Anyway, the last one is it's called Magello something. I'm just trying to read it off my recording software. Anyway, what you need here is basically a car that is very good in a straight line, but will also give you that four-wheel drive security. So that's why I've gone for the Mitsubishi that I have on screen. Obviously I'll show you the car at the end. It's called Magello Profile, that's what it's called. But yeah, the curbs on this track, you can ride them quite a lot again, because I have that four-wheel drive security, and also the hybrid boost. I've only just discovered how to use the hybrid boost. I thought that it like automatically deployed and I didn't need to press a button for it. So yeah, whenever I've been using it before, I've been about 300 horsepower down. So whoops. You need to hold LB on the Xbox or L1 on the PlayStation. That's like the natural button for that one. So it's just like NOS basically, from like Need for Speed or whatever. So anyway, brake nice and late into that corner right there. I sort of missed the apex there, to be honest, but it's all okay. It's a nice swooping corner. Brake nice and late for that one there. You see how much I cut that curb? I cut that curb like it's a piece of cake. You know, just absolutely destroyed it. And yeah, again, this is an average lap time one, so if you do get one bad lap, you need like two pretty sick ones. And you can see I could cut the curb way more there. I was just being scared. I drove this one like I'm scared. You need to just fully attack. Just attack it to shit, really. You know, you need to attack the hell out of it. Anyway, take this last corner nice and slow, because what you want is a slow entry and fast exit on that corner. Because I found that when I was messing it up quite a lot, I was going in there way too hot, overcooking it, and just messing up the exit and going wide, and obviously that invalidates your lap time. So yeah, nice slow entry to the last corner and a fast exit, that's what you want. And cut that. I could have cut that more. There's still plenty of lap time left on the table here, but I sort of started to get nervous when I realised that, oh, I'm actually on track for doing it. Like, I start to get nervous, especially when I'm going green as well. I'm like, oh, this is good, this is good. But yeah, I don't know why I get so nervous. But yeah, 53.9, so there's not much wiggle room for me here. Cut that corner nicely though, that one was pretty nice. Although I'm going red, but only by like 0.005, so that's pretty much going green. Like, there's not much in it at all. Anyway, nail it to the line, use all the boost you have, and that was enough. That was enough for me. Yeah, that one did take me a little while to do, but it was fine. I got it in the end, 53.938, and there was plenty of lap time left on that. So you need to cut the corners to all live in hell. Cut the corners on that one, because yeah, it's very easy to cut the corners on that one. Obviously with practice you'll learn where you can cut the corners and where you can't. But anyway, yeah, I was using a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 6, and I pretty much just went for like all power upgrades, because I needed this thing to be sick in a straight line. And I thought that this car wouldn't be very good in a straight line, but it's actually mad. It's got like some mad stats in a straight line. Like, they're very good. I think it's just like top speed is the PR rating thing is like 90 odd or something, which is just ridiculous. Anyway, once this loading screen actually hurries up, I'll be able to show you the upgrades that I did get. But yeah, just waiting on that loading screen. So if I go to upgrades, sorry, if I went to the garage, if I'd hurry up about it, there we go, Jesus Christ. Go to upgrades, and then I'm using pretty much just everything in a straight line. So air intake, I'm using a really good camshaft. Fuel injection, I'm going to have the engine block, the best turbo, best boost, and everything else is standard because I don't care about the handling. All I wanted was straight line speed. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, please do leave it a like, subscribe to see some more content, talk to me down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.